Hey guys, welcome to another EQ Requiem update. I'm just kind of launching right in here, and I'm going to go through things that have changed, things that are different, and kind of roadmap where things are headed here in the future. So on the login page, it actually reflects the real number of players that are online, and if it's offline, it'll disable this button as well. So I'm going to pop in here, go to character select. Not a whole lot different here between creating a new character and back where it was before, but it's still got character select going on here. I'm going to pop in right here in North Quanos and kind of take a look around. So we got a sky now, a real moving sky with the shader gradient working correctly. I'm going to go ahead and change the time of day, but I think this looks really nice. These constants for the gradient were taken from Lantern, so thank you to the Lantern team for identifying those, and now I can just going to plug those into my shader and have things look pretty nice. We'll see the fog kind of come out once we get into a more outdoor zone. So now we're here in North Quanos. These are real spawns backed by, check this guy moonwalking right here. Still dialing in the velocity and the vector direction and everything for moving NPCs, but these are real NPCs that are moving on the back end, so if you were in game with me, you could see them. You could see me too. You could see this character. The UI, I showcased this the last video I made, but this is new and a work in progress as well. It's got the inventory with the secondary camera here as well. It's got real values backed by the server. This was quite a bit of work getting the real stuff, but it's work that has to be done at some point anyway. So these are real stats that are computed by the server and sent into the profile. So, one of the other new additions, also got the old animated textures working with opacity right there with animations, all that kind of jazz too. One of the more recent additions that I did was with zone lines. I kind of remember when I was, a kid playing back in the day that I would run into a zone line and sit there and zone for 30 seconds, not remember which way my character was facing because I did like a 180 in the air and immediately zoned back into the other side once I landed on the other side, which was super annoying with an old E-machines that, took a minute to zone or whatever. So all zone lines, including those that teleport you within the same zone, now have a little bit of a particle effect to them. So you can see if you're going to be teleported somewhere. It's kind of just a little in-game indicator that's going to put you somewhere. And I thought that was kind of a nice little addition. It's going to be a config option, so it's something you can turn off if you want to as well. So we got our spawns right here. They are working. We're going to see them kind of pop in and out. That has to do with the client-side optimization to keep number of meshes low all the time and keep running at a very smooth FPS. On my machine, I'm typically running anywhere between 150 and sometimes upwards towards 600, 700, 800 FPS, raw FPS, when I'm running in some, here it is, the zone line. So you can kind of tell when you're going to zone in some more barren zones like this where there's not a whole lot of densely populated NPCs. I've got the compass back here as well. And we got fog now as well, that changes color according to what the time of day is. I thought that was kind of a nice touch. I'm just going to ramp up my speed here. This is actually a decently large zone. It's got some nice ambiance now. I'm really trying to work on getting the whole feeling of being in the zone, in the game, locked in. Because, it's one thing to spin up a proof of concept of like, oh, hey, look, I'm looking around in a zone or flying around or whatever, but to really feel like you're in there kind of needs a little special touch as well. So here's a zone line right here to Blackborough. Pop in here. Popping back out. And for some reason, the spawns weren't showing before. Now they're right here. Might have just been a client bug right there. Still kind of working through some load sequences and order of behavior and everything when we're getting information coming in from the server. Check and see if Pigeon is up. I don't think so. I don't know how many hours I spent roaming around killing every single mob here in live. But I did get it eventually. It only took like a month and a half. I'm sure there's, people have that down to a science now, exactly how you get that locked down, just like Haddon. Let's go see if Haddon's up. There he is. Yep. Well, I guess I got a little bit lucky today. And I've got plans on creating custom content, and I got an idea for a zone that's going to shoot off this zone over in the distance over there. That's kind of far in the future, but yeah, already kind of scoped out. So now running through to Surefall, and we got our little zone line here as well. Let me know I don't want to go immediately back into that area. So yeah, I'm going to be working on sounds here pretty soon as well, getting 3D sounds in the game, like fire and things attached to entities like footsteps, that kind of thing. And this is such a pretty zone. I'm going to kind of give a sequence of how this changes over the course of a day. Yeah, this gravity's not set really high enough, so I'm just like bouncing all over the place with this crazy move speed that I got set right here, and running into some invisible collision. But that's all good. Yep, still a lot of stuff I'm working out here, but I'd say overall things are definitely more solid. Working on getting the correct height on these things right here, so their bounding boxes are always in place. You can move them around right now, but they're not going to actually move server side. They're just kind of pushing them around on the screen just for fun. Yeah, and there's new commands, list zones. You can check it out with /help. So the viewport here is just on the inside of this as well. I'm going to make this configurable as well to make an overlay for people who want the entire screen to be the viewport of what their camera is showing. I feel like nowadays people have big enough monitors that it doesn't really make a huge difference if the viewport isn't here. So I like this UI. This is kind of the direction I'm going. I'm going to make sure it kind of makes sense for all the different use cases too. Eventually for mobile too, that's going to be a totally different task. So I can zone to other zones right now. Let me check out, let's see, like Crushbone. Pop right in here, got my orcs. And I don't have anything like /who hooked up yet, but if you were logged into eqrequiem.com right now and you happen to be here, we would see each other, and we would be able to talk as well. Oh, here's another one, the target ring that I have for these things as well. So yeah, zones are fully populated. Ladder physics I do not have fixed up yet. That'll be kind of an interesting challenge. Ladders are kind of weird use cases for physics and collision. So yeah, I've got my zone line right here in GFA. Pop right in. And I must have had the zone line incorrect there because I just ported to a safe lock right there instead. So I'm still kind of working on small little things like that to make sure all the zone line XYZ are in place and not running into anything weird. But yeah, things are coming along pretty smooth. Just pushing changes every single day and shipping away a little bit at the client, a little bit at the server, not really trying to get too caught down in a rabbit hole and focus on one tiny little problem and kind of lose the forest for the trees. So I've got a good feeling about it. It kind of feels like a game so far. And I'm going to try my best for this month to also work on a little bit of NPC AI, get some combat in there, maybe a really simple melee style combat for NPCs and for PCs, and a little bit of experience leveling, that kind of thing. While everything is in flux here, I am changing the database. I'm pruning it quite a bit and changing the schema just to be a little more efficient and to dial in with how I want to shape my protocol for my net messages. And that means every once in a while I'm going to be purging the characters on here. So if you do hop on Requiem and create characters, know that they aren't going to be there forever. At some point I'm going to make an announcement maybe for the alpha, which could include a name reservation as well, if you want to grab your tune's name. But yeah, so this is the world. This is Norath, and it's coming along pretty smoothly. So if you're not part of the Discord and want to follow along with the updates and kind of check out what's changing in real time, definitely join and come hang out, say hi. And yeah, for anyone who's interested in anything, technically everything is open source as well. I don't keep any secrets here. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and this is just running around in EverQuest in the browser. Okay, see ya.